Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about TLRY, ticker symbol TLRY. Now, I'm not going to go over any major DD in this video. I just think that the chart is currently sitting at levels where it sets up a very, very interesting and appealing risk to reward situation. So I'm going to break that down for you guys. And I'm also going to break down key levels, key indicators, and more so we know how to best play this stock moving forward. Without any further ado, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. All right, so starting off with the daily price action, as we can see, there was a bit of a scare this morning and in pre-market as we kind of broke down below this major key level for TLRY at 1690. And as a result, we got some major panic selling. And we were struggling it with this morning, but then the buyers did come in. They showed that this stock definitely wants to trend higher. And as a result, we were able to push back over 1690, back over the 50-day moving average, and we were able to kind of sit in this beautiful zone all day, treating that 50-day moving average as a support and holding it, and also kind of pushing this next 1730 level and closing actually above that level. So very, very nice price action throughout the day. Kind of taking a look a little bit longer term at the price action, we've seen that we've had kind of this big sell-off over the last few weeks. You know, we were excited about the MORE Act being reintroduced. We saw this big run-up, got some consolidation that we much needed, but then we just started to see more and more as the market just started to fall as a whole. However, now we are starting to see signs of life and signs of turnaround, and this is a very, very interesting zone to be buying at. Just starting off, I guess, by taking a look at the key levels and why this is so interesting. Well, you have a very, very good zone to risk off of. Okay. 1690 is a huge, huge support level for TLRY. You know that if it does break below, and let's say you even risk off the next support level at 1640, well, then, you know, if it breaks below both of those, there's definitely going to be more downside ahead. However, if this level does hold, well, all of a sudden we're just looking at another retest of those highs we saw a few weeks ago. And, you know, that's massive risk to reward. That's exactly the type of plays you want to be getting into. You don't want to buy when the stock is going to be back at 20, 25, $30. You want to get in it right now and then wait for that to happen. But yeah, just going over other key levels to keep in mind for tomorrow. So support, we talked about 1690, but we also do have support here at 1730. And we're also going to see some right here at the 50-day moving average, currently sitting at 1709. So then, like I said, 1640 would be the next support level. It held up pretty well today. If it does break below, the stock does become a lot more bearish. There is definitely more potential downside, but the next support would be at 1590 and 1570. As always with supports, I do encourage that if you are interested in opening a position or adding to your position, always try to do that at the support levels, because by doing so, you are going to minimize your risk and maximize your upside. But speaking of upside, now that we are in this 1730s, what do we have to look forward to? Well, the next thing would be a retest of the 1790 to $18 range. Above that, we could go all the way to 1843 for a retest, then 1885. And then above 19 to 1925, then this stock could really start to get interesting. We could start to see a retest of the $20 marker. And after that, you know, who knows what can happen. But right now, like I said, just sitting in this very pretty zone right next to, you know, both a 50-day moving average and also this major, major support zone. But speaking of the 50-day moving average, let's take a look at the indicators. So the first indicator to take a look at is this yellow line here. That's the volume weighted average price, or the VWAP. TLRY closed well above that today. And as a result, we are sitting in very bullish territory heading into tomorrow's trading session. Other indicators to take a look at, so we can spend some time on other moving averages. The 21-day EMA currently sits at $18. We are currently trending to retest it at some point in the next couple of weeks. However, now it is currently below it, and that does tell us that, unfortunately, we are in bearish territory in the short term. However, looking a little bit more long term, we're going to go back into the 15-minute. And we can see that, you know, the 50-day moving average is right here at 1709. And we also have the 200-day moving average all the way down in the 13s. And as a result, this stock is looking very bullish in the short to long term. So or in the intermediate to long term. So while it is a little bit bearish in the short term, it is looking very nice longer term. Last thing to take a look at on the daily is going to be the RSI. And as you guys can see, we did get that much needed consolidation after that rip in late May and early June. And now we are sitting back at neutral to even a little bit oversold territories. And as a result, we can start to expect that now is the time where TLRY could start making that next leg upwards. We have seen sufficient consolidation. So that's yet another thing that's going pretty well and pretty bullish for the TLRY stock right now. Final thing to take a look at is the volume. As we can see, volume today wasn't anything crazy. However, we did see a little bit of a pickup from Friday, and we are seeing indications that the market as a whole is reversing. So watch for this, as it's going to be your best indicator of whether TLRY can hold that 1690 support and move forward, or whether we're going to see more consolidation and downside. If the volume starts to fall, then expect consolidation. However, if we can see this hold or even increase, we'll then expect the price action to increase. So like I said, always just pay attention to that volume. It's a great indicator. And let me know what you think is coming next for TLRY stock. I'm always interested to hear your feedback. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. And aside from that, have a great rest of your night.